Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everybody. Would like to thank the organizing and scientific committee for inviting me and give me the opportunity to share with you our experience in Imam Abdurrahman bin Faisal University at the College of Medicine. So I will just share with you our experience. We started this simulations in the College of Medicine as an emergency medicine rotation, and that was almost 2014, almost 7 years back. When we start to have the new curriculum. So starting with the challenge, the life is full of challenges. So and this is what gives us the experience of the life. So one of the most challenging battles in my life, they assigned me to be involved in the curriculum group, the curriculum University. So this is the things what they put. And based on these four themes or this four themes, they want from us to design a rotation in the emergency department. And the theme was the personal and professional development, population, society, health and illness, scientific basis for clinical practice and clinical skills. And this is the whole curriculum for the whole years, which is showed the 6th year. So our emergency, it was in the 6th year, where we are sharing with internal medicine, general surgery, and geriatric and elective rotations. So they give us like 8 weeks. So the group of students, they will come and they will have a rotation in emergency medicine. And for sure, anyone who will design an emergency medicine rotations, he will have the main aim or that the student, they should have the skills in recognition, assessment, and management of critical ill and injured patients and common emergency problems. So this is the main objective or the main aim of these rotations. And this is the learning objectives. We want all the students, when go through the rotation, they learn these learning objectives. It's including the recognition, rapid clinical assessments, appropriate use and accurate interpretation of investigations, clinical reasoning, problem-solving skills, all this related to the emergency, and all this the student should go through 8 weeks. During these 8 weeks, he should learn these things. So there was a big challenge for us that the number of the students per each group, almost 70 to 80 students. So every 8 weeks, we will have 70 to 80 students. And unfortunately, we have very limited faculty that time. It was only 3. We are a faculty in the emergency department that time. And we are running a very busy emergency department, King Fahd Hospital University, which is the only hospitals we have it aside for the training or for the student to go through it. So that was a big challenge for me, how to design a clinical rotation. All the students, they will get or they will meet the objective we put it. In the same times, we had the students' satisfaction and the student happy with what we are doing. So we reached to in the department to design, to divided their rotations plus clinical rotations in the emergency department. They will have lectures and seminars, and we decided to start the simulation skills. So when we started that thinking of simulations, that time the simulation center was not yet well equipped, although the concept of the simulation, that's why we write it very clearly in our curriculum. So during that simulation skills, our target to focus on the cases that we don't expect the student will have it in the clinical rotation when they come in the emergency department, like resuscitation. We cannot involve the student in resuscitation of real patients. Also, they will come in 8 weeks. Will not guarantee when they came to the emergency, they will go through all the important cases during that time. So these simulation skills will cover and will standardized for all the groups, all the topics we will cover it. So we put the schedule that, so we had like sessions. So in every sessions we focus main objective. So in the airway, we did it as a case-based scenario. We discussed like anaphylaxis case, that way he complicated to be need intubated, then he will have difficult intubations. So we run short scenarios so we divide the student, the 60 to small group, each group like 6 or 7, and they will come and they will do these scenarios. Then at the end, we give them the debriefing and feedback for each group. So 15 minutes, they run the scenarios, then the 15-minute, they will have this debriefing. Then we sit with all the groups, then we discuss other things, missed and the things. So we have like, we cover like anaphylaxis, the airway, cardiac, we discuss the arrhythmia and the management of steps for CHF patients. And some also we cover and how to evaluate, approach to EM evaluations, the patients, utilizing interpretation of ABG, ECGs, all these we run it within the scenarios, run it to that student. So at the beginning, the student, they feel very stressed. This is first time for them to run or to go run scenario by themselves, but they get very, very happy after the second sessions, and they summarize it. We make them, at the end of the day, they write all the informations in the board. And imagine this 15-minute, you stay with them, and 15-minute discussing the case, and they fill the board with a lot of information. They learn it. If you give lectures for 2 hours, 3 hours, I'm sure they will not gain these informations. So we are happy, and the student happy. Then we have COVID-19, so another challenge. So this is the life. Challenge is continuous. So within started the COVID-19 lockdown, students, they are not able to come. So how we overcome this problem? We did very excellent with the simulation. So now what we will do with them? So we think of virtual simulation sessions. So we are using the Zooms, lectures, meetings. So why we don't run virtual simulation sessions? And it was a good idea. So there is a web-based, a lot of web-based, they do virtual simulations. So what we did, simply, we share this website through the Zoom. I will be the one instructor. So I run a scenario with them so they can choose whatever in this website called full code. They can choose whatever they want, history, they will provide. So when they click the things they needed, they can get it. Investigation, the same. If they want an ECG, they will click it. ECG, it will show them. X-ray. So they run it. After they finish this, when they finish, the website, they give them a debriefing. Also, I put some notes about things missed. I give them like debriefing. It was useful. At least in clinical reasoning and decision making, it's helped the students in that. I know there is no skills; they just are doing it virtually. But we teach them a lot. We reach a lot of our objective by these virtual simulations. So lastly, this is the feedback of the students. So the students, they are very happy after they finish this. So they did this video and they dedicated to the department, expressing their succeed or their expressions about this simulation session we did it for them. So they said, we have experienced simulation of real case scenario. The first time we were anxious. The second time we were more confident. So this is the board, so full of information. They learn it from these sessions. So they summarize things. So here the student, they give their feedback. I don't know if there is a sound. You will hear them. They are saying that they are enjoying the simulations. They feel that really they are physicians, and they express their experience. They feel they are stressed at the beginning because they don't know what to do, because this is the first time for them. They are the student and the patients of them. She said, she's happy because whatever mistake she did it is not a real, it's a safe environment when they are doing any wrong or anything they did by mistake, and they learn from their mistake. And this one, she said, it was a nice experience, and okay, so I think they stopped the presentations. So that's what we received from them, that this feedback.
أول مرة أجرب فيها
new learning techniques to help the students be more active in their learning experience.
It's okay. I think they are trying to get the voice.
We were valued as students, and every one of us provide a valid point and stimulate a professional discussion.
أول يوم simulation في emergency medicine rotation كانت هي أول مرة أجرب فيها التعلم عن طريق simulation. كانت تجربة مرة حلوة. كنت مرة confused من كثر ما إني كنت حاسة نفسي، من كثر ما كنت حاسة إني كأني مريض حقيقي يعني. كانت تجربة مرة حلوة ومرة مفيدة صراحة. والحلو فيها إنها
after we receiving these comments and these feedbacks, so now almost we are 7 years we started that, so we are very excited to improve this experience. So now we have a big simulation centers, and we have a more qualified faculty doing these scenarios. So we increase the number of the simulation sessions 6 years. We share it with the other departments like internal medicine, general surgery, our experience, that to make them more to go through these simulation sessions. And we involve more faculty, so we train more faculty to be running scenarios. So that's the last things what I will say, is that when it's going to get tough, put one foot in front of the other and just keep going, don't give up, and simulation always help you. Thank you very much.